You've likely heard about rich black soil, the kind that promises robust harvests and thriving gardens. But have you ever wondered why some soil turns impossibly dark while other fertile-looking plots fail to produce? The truth is, black soil isn't just aesthetically pleasing. It's a sign of living, nutrient-dense earth brimming with organic matter, microbial activity and balanced chemistry. I stumbled upon a surprisingly simple method that transforms dull, lifeless soil into this coveted dark soil. The results were immediate enough to notice, but gradual enough to respect nature's pace. What struck me most was how even seasoned gardeners and agronomists often overlook this trick. Yet it's something anyone can apply using materials you likely already have at hand. Char and ash bring life and structure to the soil. At the heart of the blackening trick is the careful integration of charred organic material, wood ash, charred crop residues, or even burned leaves. This isn't the reckless burning of garden waste. It's a controlled, deliberate process that produces biochar, a porous, carbon-rich substance that enhances soil structure while locking in nutrients. When incorporated into the soil, these charred particles act like sponges, retaining moisture and providing a habitat for beneficial microbes. Over time, the biochar draws in nutrients from fertilizers, compost and natural decomposition, creating a self-sustaining reservoir that plants can access at the root level. In practice, I would lightly sprinkle char or ash across the garden bed, then mix it gently into the top layer of soil. Too much ash can raise soil pH excessively, so moderation is key. Over weeks, the soil darkens visibly, signalling that microbial populations are beginning to thrive. Organic matter is the foundation of living, black soil. While char contributes to structure and retention, organic matter provides the nutrients. Leaves, compost, tea leaves, rice hulls, or even kitchen scraps gradually decompose, releasing nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and trace minerals essential for plant growth. What many experts don't emphasize is the synergy between organic matter and char together. They produce a soil environment that supports rapid microbial activity and retains the dark, rich coloration that is a hallmark of fertile earth. To implement this, I layered organic matter over the soil, then lightly worked in a thin layer of char or ash on top. Watering the bed helps initiate decomposition, and within days, the combination begins to transform the soil into a loose, dark, life-filled medium. Over a few weeks, repeated additions of organic material further deepen the colour and fertility. Microbes are the invisible workforce that blackens soil naturally. Perhaps the most underappreciated factor in creating black soil is microbial life. Bacteria, fungi and earthworms collectively break down organic material, releasing humus, a dark, nutrient-dense substance that is essentially the lifeblood of healthy soil. Adding char and organic matter creates the perfect environment for these organisms to flourish. Unlike chemical fertilizers, which can temporarily boost plant growth, nurturing microbial life ensures the soil regenerates itself season after season. So, a practical approach here is to layer organic matter with char, give it a good, thorough watering, and then, well, just allow the bed to rest for a few days before you even think about planting. Earthworms and microbes, they'll naturally find their way in, gradually colonizing the area and, over time, transforming all that material into dark, rich humus. This humus, you see, really does wonders for soil fertility, texture, and water retention. Now, this slow transformation, it's actually a sustainable alternative to those quick chemical fixes. The so-called blackening trick isn't instant. It does require a bit of patience, I must say. Unlike those synthetic soil amendments that promise immediate results, this method truly respects the natural processes at work. The slow decomposition of organic matter, when combined with microbial action and the stabilizing effect of char, leads to a durable, long-lasting improvement in soil quality. Over the course of several weeks and months, you'll notice the soil visibly darkens, holds onto moisture much better, and supports stronger, healthier plant growth, all without the need for synthetic chemicals. For gardeners, this really means that investing just a bit of time up front pays off with dividends for many seasons to come. Instead of, chasing after quick fixes, this method actually creates a sustainable, self-reinforcing system where the soil quality just improves naturally over time. The practical applications here really make it accessible for any gardener, honestly. Whether you're tending a small backyard plot or working a larger homestead garden, this technique is, well, totally scalable. In smaller beds, I like to layer composted leaves and kitchen scraps, then sprinkle a light layer of char, and of course water it all in well. For larger plots, you can just repeat the process in sections, making sure each bed gets enough organic matter and char, but without overwhelming the soil chemistry. Over time, even previously exhausted fields take on a deep black hue, signalling the presence of fertile, living soil ready to support abundant growth. The beauty of this method is that it requires no expensive inputs, just basic materials, observation, and, well, a bit of patience. And as the soil darkens and fertility increases, the results are tangible. Healthier plants, higher yields, and a garden that regenerates itself naturally. This trick reconnects gardeners with timeless soil wisdom. Long before chemical fertilizers, farmers understood that returning organic matter to the land, enriching it with ash or char, and allowing nature to work slowly was the key to long-term productivity. By applying these lessons today, we can create resilient soil that supports diverse crops, reduces dependence on modern amendments, and reconnects us to centuries of agricultural wisdom. For those committed to soil health, sustainable gardening, or simply curious about forgotten techniques, the blackening trick offers a powerful, practical, and time-tested solution. It's not just a visual transformation, it's a revitalization of the soil ecosystem itself. For more soil secrets, forgotten gardening hacks, and sustainable growing strategies, subscribe to Hydrohaven, share this guide with fellow enthusiasts, and start transforming your soil into the rich, black foundation your garden deserves.